Joining me now on mining.com.au from Brixton Metals, we have Michael Rapsch, VP of Investor Relations, and we have Gary Thompson, Chairman and CEO. Gentlemen, as it's your first video with us on Brixton Metals, could you do us the favour of an introduction to Brixton Metals, the project portfolio, and your approach to it all? Michael.
Yeah, thanks, Danielle. Great to be on the show. A quick introduction before I pass it over to the CEO, Gary Thompson. Brixton Metals has been actually around and got listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange in 2010, pardon me. So it's been around for 15 years, and through a kind of a boots on the ground approach, has really advanced and de-risked the flagship project called Thorn here in British Columbia, Canada. But in addition to the Thorn Project in British Columbia, Canada, we also have three other projects in our project portfolio. One is called Hog Heaven in Montana, and the other one is called Atlan Goldfields, also in BC. And thirdly, we got the Langus Silver Project in Ontario. Now, over the years, as I was saying, we advanced the Thorn Project, but we also attracted some very key strategic investors and partners. And so we have done deals with Ivanhoe Electric. They have signed an earning agreement on our Hog Heaven project in Montana. And on the Atlan Goldfields project, we were able to attract Eldorado Gold, one of the bigger gold miners, also to sign an earning agreement to earn 100%. So on Hog Heaven, Ivanhoe Electric can earn 75% over 11 years, making substantial financial commitments to Brixton. And on Atlan, it's 100% earning agreement signed with Eldorado Gold. So that is one of the strategies, is not only to drill for new discoveries, copper and gold discoveries on Thorn. We also monetized our, say, non-core asset where we're not, spending a lot of time and money on. And largely, or another strategy is that over the last 15 years or so, we have raised about 140 million dollars, all non-brokered. So that also speaks to the success of Brixton and management's expertise.
So with all that cash flow coming in, I imagine it makes exploration at the Thorn Project a fairly straightforward procedure. I know that you've been working there recently with the drills spinning. Gary, could you give us a snapshot as to how exploration is playing out at your flagship Thorn Project?
Yeah, well, I think the exploration has been going well. I mean, we certainly have drilled a lot of meterage, and this year is no exception. I think we're still actively drilling as we speak here, but I think we're on budget to get over 12,000 meters this year. So we've had two drills turning most of the season, and the focus this year was more, I guess, split between a copper and gold weighted. We've got a number of large-scale copper porphyry targets that we're testing, brand new ones that we're testing this year, as well as some gold targets that we've been drilling for the last few years. So combination of looking for new copper gold discoveries and expanding on some of the known mineralized trends that we've been working on for the last few years as well.
So speaking of these separate target areas, you have Trapper for gold and Camp Creek for copper. Can you tell us how close or far apart they are and how you balance exploring for both of these very essential metals?
Well, if I take a step back, the Thorn Project has really grown significantly over the last 5 years. We're now something like 2,900 square kilometer block. So while this year was focused on the Trapper gold target, the Camp Creek target, there's 11 kilometer trend of gold and copper surface footprint, if you will. So the Camp Creek and Trapper are about 7 to 8 kilometers apart. And then there's another target that we just found at the end of last year, which is actually goes up into the northeast direction. So not quite opposite direction, but another 6 kilometers away from the Camp Creek target. We identified two new porphyry targets, and one is called Catalyst. And so we did some work on that and drilled a handful of holes this year, and we're just kind of wrapping that part of the program up. So we continue to test new targets, but just to keep in mind, it's a very large, something like an 80-kilometer megatrend that we're calling it. So there's lots of targets that are still early days yet to be drilled, but we certainly have a handful of them that we're working up to the drill stage, and obviously looking to make that, company maker type discovery that will change the game for us. So we continue to work towards that.
So it sounds like you have plenty to do, but let us know what in the short term are those next key catalysts and news flows.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be all about drilling. We did put out some results, but of that 12,000 plus meters that we'll have drilled this season, most of that is yet to come to market. So I think between now and the end of 2025 and perhaps early into January 26, we would anticipate a fair amount of news flow from the several targets, mainly the Trapper Gold target, the Camp Creek target. And by the way, Camp Creek is a mix of copper, gold, silver, and we hit some significant antimony this year. So Camp Creek is a bit of a unique beast because we have shallow, high-grade veins, polymetallic veins. And then in 2021, we discovered a deep copper, gold, silver, moly porphyry at depth. So that's a bit of a unique target area. And then, like I said earlier, the Catalyst copper, gold, porphyry target, which is a new one for us. So really three main areas, if you will, for 2025 to talk about.
Well, lots to look forward to then. I am piqued in my interest. Gary, Michael, thank you. Look forward to speaking again about Brixton Metals.
Thank you.
Thanks, Danielle.